Did you know that the health coaching market brings in nearly $4 billion in revenue each year? This is expected to grow well over $5 billion by the end of the decade. So the pie is getting bigger all of the time, and chances are that you'd want to get a piece of it. But how do you build a successful health coaching business anyways? Well, that's exactly what I'm going to be discussing in this video, so stay tuned while I tell you everything you need to know. But before we get into it, let's discuss what health coaching is in the first place. You might think it's being someone's personal trainer or dietitian, but that's not exactly the case. In fact, I'd say that health coaching combines elements from both of these fields, except that it adds a lot more value to your client's journey. It involves teaching clients about their health, assessing their needs, and coming up with a strategic goal-based outline that they can follow. Health coaching isn't just a one-time thing either. It requires a long-term care in order to keep clients on the straight and narrow. Not only does this help people become the healthiest possible version of themselves, it also gives you the ability to get sustainable revenue from repeat customers. A typical health coaching plan starts with an assessment of your client's health history and lifestyle, followed by setting specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound goals, or SMART goals for short. For example, you could task them with losing 20 pounds, tell them to track their progress weekly, aim to lose an achievable amount of weight each week, focus on relevant health markers like blood pressure, and give them a 6-month deadline to reach their goal. Now that you know the basics, it's time to discuss the specific steps required to become an online health coach. Step 1 is to select a niche and a target market. While health coaching itself is a pretty broad category, it's best to niche down so there's not as much competition. The more specialized you become, the easier it'll be to break into your target market, although you should still balance other concerns like demand and profitability. A few niches you could focus on are fitness coaching, diet coaching, chronic disease management coaching, stress management, and workplace wellness, just to name a few. You can see how each niche comes with its own set of pros and cons. Fitness and diet coaching has very high demand, but also high competition. Stress management and workplace wellness has the potential to get you corporate clients, but it's hard to break into. And while chronic disease management is high paying and low competition, it requires a lot of emotional resilience to perform. It's super easy to get hung up on the details, but the point is, you need to pick a niche before you move forward. Once you do, try to find training courses that provide certifications. Showing potential clients your credentials will be a great way to hit the ground running and scoop up paying customers from the get-go. Step number 2 is to build your online presence. So how do you plan on connecting with your clients? Since this is an online business we're talking about, it stands to reason that you should create an online presence. But what does that mean exactly? Well, for starters, you might want to consider setting up some social media accounts. X and Instagram are great options for health coaching because there are a ton of influencers peddling dangerous myths that you can refute. Join the conversation to make yourself notable before you launch your business, and you might have a long list of clients waiting to sign up. It's also super useful to create a website. After all, you need to present yourself as a credible source for information. Anyone can make a social media account and start talking about topics of all shapes and sizes, but only a true professional would have a website. You can include all of your social media feeds on your site and even create a blog where you can post some of your thoughts in long-form posts. It'll take a while to get settled, but as long as you think about things in the long term, you'll have no trouble making it through. Step number 3 is to create valuable content. People are more likely to pay for your service if they know what they're in for. Creating content of all varieties is a great way to give them a taste of what's to come. But you can't just churn out blog posts and videos and call it a day. Your content needs to be informative. It needs to be addressing topics in your niche, and most importantly, it should hint at the value that viewers and readers can obtain when you launch your paid coaching services. Remember, consistency is key when it comes to content creation. All the keywords in the world won't be of much use if you're posting sporadic. Now, this doesn't mean you should post something new every single day. Feel free to take your time and prioritize quality over quantity. I mean, high quality weekly blog posts are a lot better than low quality stuff you post on the day. As you slowly build a following, you can start moving towards the first phase of actually monetizing your talents. We're about to get into the real meat and potatoes of starting an online health coaching business, so I hope you're ready. Step number 4 is to create an online community. This is where the big bucks come in. You might be thinking, hey, I already have an online community on social media, but how do you plan on monetizing your community? That, my friend, starts with congregating all of your followers onto a single platform that makes monetization super easy. Patreon is one platform that comes to mind since it allows you to create paid memberships and guarantee recurring revenue. And Skool is another great option as well. Now, if I'm being honest, Skool is my personal preference when it comes to making monetizable online communities. The gamified system works absolute wonders for your engagement, as does the social media-esque user interface. I love how my followers are basically competing with each other because that makes it more likely that they'll see my courses through till the end. I've been on Skool for about 2 years now, and my experience has been nothing but positive. If you want to try it out, just click the link down below to get a 14-day free trial. Of course, you might want to try a different platform, and there's nothing wrong with that. Just make sure you select a community platform fast, since that's the best way to get some money coming in and turn your online presence into a bona fide business. Step number 5 is to develop an effective marketing strategy. Now that you have your followers congregated onto one platform, it's time to start marketing heavily. If you followed all the previous steps, you'll have plenty of ammunition that can seriously help you in this stage of your journey. For example, social media accounts can become useful hubs for paid ad campaigns. Sponsored posts tend to rise to the top of the feed, giving you a lot more visibility in the process and allowing you to get the word out about your value proposition. You should also consider creating an email list as well. This can be done through your weekly blog post by adding a call to action that tells users to sign up and get all the latest updates. These signups can translate into paying customers down the line. So remember that marketing and sales is a process and takes patience and determination. And I would strongly recommend giving away some freebies. This gives your audience a teaser of your main coaching course and gives them a bunch of reasons to sign up for the paid version. Since you're offering a service instead of a product, you can just cover the cost of these freebies in your overhead budget rather than having to pay for manufacturing costs and other things like that. Step number 6 is to diversify your income streams. You're almost at the end of your journey, but here's the thing, the journey never really ends. If you've maxed out your income from Skool or whichever other platform you choose, you can branch out into consulting and teaching for larger businesses. You can monetize your content as well, creating yet another revenue stream to keep the lights on. And when you've managed to become an expert in your field, you can even write a book. There really is no end to your options when it comes to generating income. Like, health coaching is just the sort of niche that provides infinite opportunities for growth. And as long as you think outside the box, you'll never have to worry about money ever again. Maybe down the line, you'll even be able to sell your business and exit the industry with enough cash for a long, comfortable retirement, or maybe you'll keep growing till the very end. Whatever path you choose, just remember to put the needs of your clients first. And there you have it. These steps will help you get your health coaching business up and running in no time. If you have any thoughts or if you'd like to share your experiences, I'd love to hear from you. That's all for now, and I'll see you in the next one.